last seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Williams. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 20-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, now to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. This one down to the 24. A big play there out of Kamara. 51 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Breeze now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Touchdown. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 22 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze to throw again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
53.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Williams running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third down, here's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Back now here live in New Orleans. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
At the 48-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Chiefs.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.